Hey everybody, it's Toya Tillett and I'm back with another video. This is another trailer prediction for Tyler Perry Sisters Season 5, Episode 13, and the title is Feeling the Heat. So, we hop back into the second part of the trailer, and we start off when Zach was shedding tears to Fatima. Give me 1 second. I don't know why people want to be loud in the parking lot as soon as I start recording, and it just makes it sound like I live in the hood. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with the hood, because shout out to the hood, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with the hood, but it comes off. It could make it sound like I live in the hood when actually I live in a luxury apartments in the Vinings area. Not gonna say where I live, but I live in the Vinings area, you know, and they make it seem like you'll swear up and down the things you hear in my background sometimes. You'll swear up and down I'm somewhere off of Cascade. So let me hop right into this review. No shade to the ones off Cascade, please. No shade, because I fucks with that side too. Don't get me twisted. But I'm just saying. Anyways, back to the review. So, we hop into the second part of the preview where Zach was shedding tears to Fatima. Give me a second. Okay. Wait. I gotta turn it up, y'all. Okay, here we go. Okay, y'all. So Zach was telling her straight up, like, he think that he's not, you know, that she don't deserve him, like she deserves better than him, basically. And you know, he was like, I love you too much for you know, to keep on putting you through this, because you deserve better, basically. So Fatima, she was telling him, like, everybody's not perfect, like no one's perfect, Zach. And so then she began to cry, and she's getting all choked up, and so he's like, is you okay? And she's like, no. So she's really showing her softer side. Finally, Zach gets to see that soft Fatima. And I'm really hoping that Zach isn't insinuating that it's best for us to go our separate ways, because I see that you're better off without me. You know, I got baby mamas popping up from left and right. You know, every time you look around, it's something. You know, you still think I'm in love with Karen. It's just too much right now. Now she got child support to have to worry about, and the fact that she can't really marry this man when she wants to, because she got to make sure she's not going to get hit as well as that. So I feel like he could be insinuating the fact that we're probably better off without trying to be together at this point, because you deserve better than me. I done came into your life and I done brought problems, I done brought babies, I done brought child support, I done brought ex-girlfriends, ex-cuddle buddies, ex-VIP, yeah, VIP buddies. So it's like he feeling like he would rather let her go so someone better could scoop her and treat her better than what he can. And Fatima, she's not feeling it. She's not feeling it at all. And which I'm not saying that that's what he's doing, because I know everybody want to go for somebody neck the minute they insinuate Zach and Fatima breaking up. Like the time whenever I said Fatima called off the engagement. Somebody under the comments let me know straight up, Fatima ain't call off no engagements, baby. Fatima ain't calling off no engagements. Period. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. I was wrong. Fatima did not call off the engagement. But she did tell him that he gonna have to get that straight first before they get married. So basically, in other words, until he get his baby mama drama in order, she's not walking down that aisle or saying I do to anything. You know, so in my eyes, it was calling off the engagement until. Okay, so that's why I said what I said, and that's why I feel how I feel. But anyways, I'm gonna correct this one right here and state it like this. Look, Zach, he ain't trying to break up with Fatima. That's not what I'm saying. Before the ones that hear it wrong get it wrong. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I hope that he's not insinuating. I hope that he's not insinuating the fact that she'll be better off without him. Because that's what it sounds like. And by him insinuating that might have her afraid that he would rather them go their separate ways. And that's probably why she's beginning to cry. Because it's reminding her of her ex and the things that she endured with him. Like all of a sudden, he come to me and tell me that he about to get married. After I done held him down, they got pregnant and had to subtract the baby because of him. You know, I just feel like she don't want to repeat her past, and that's probably what's bringing her tears right now. Like, this dude is all of a sudden coming to me. Don't tell me he's about to say it's best for us to go our separate ways. Don't tell me that. So she's explaining to Zach that, look, ain't nobody perfect. We gonna stick this out. Okay? I'm not perfect. You not perfect. We both come with problems. And keyword, we. Meaning, my problem is your problem at this point. Okay? We are now we. So, we gonna get through these problems together. And that's how Fatima is looking at it right now. So now, we get into the next part of the trailer.
This house pisses me off. Don't be compared. When the truth is unleashed, don't you, Gary?
Hold on. Hold that thought. Okay, y'all. Karen over there turned up in the penthouse once again. This time she getting on Andi ass though. She like, this house is pissing me off. And all these pictures y'all got with each other. Like, Andi and Gary must got pictures laying around everywhere, y'all. Because Karen, she's not having it right now. She's really in her feelings. And I feel like Karen could be frustrated with Andi simply because back in like season 3, was it? Season 4? Whenever Karen was first trying to get over Zach. This was way before Fatima came along. And when Karen was first trying to get over Zach, Karen came up with the idea when she woke up at Andy's house, because she stayed at Andy's house that night. And she came up with the idea that they both block Zach and Gary's number. Andi, you block Gary, I'm going to block Zach. That's what Karen told her. And they agreed to it. And then shortly after, Gary was unblocked. Because Karen had them pulled up over there and Gary was there. Clearly. And that was the same night he had proposed to Andi with a lock ring. Some kind of ring they're supposed to lock on her damn finger or something like that, y'all. Gary had a lot of crazy shit going on, baby. He still do. But he had came and proposed to this woman before he had even got divorced to Jasmine. I'm like, now how the hell you do that? How you make that happen? And Karen tried her best to flush that ring down the drain in the sink that day when she came over there and Andi told her to get the fuck out because she gonna do what she wanna do. So she clearly reneged on the whole deal that they had to block these dudes' numbers and move on. And Karen, she unblocked Zach, but she never got back with him. She never started fooling around with him. Yeah, they did. They slipped up and did what they did at the salon. But other than that, Karen kept moving on. And coming from Andi and all the rest of the sisters, when Karen was with Zach, Zach wasn't shit. Not to them. Zach wasn't shit. Okay? Andi ain't had nothing good to say about him. Danny ain't had nothing good to say about him. Sabrina ain't had nothing good to say about him. Zach wasn't shit in their eyes. That's why I don't see why everybody's so mad and booked up at Karen for not having nothing good to say about him. Did none of them have nothing good to say about him whenever Karen was trying to get them to look at it differently and see at least try to see the good in him. The way she was trying to see the good in him, they weren't even trying to see the good in him. Talking about him like a dog, calling him broke every chance they get. You know, just basically turning their nose up. All of them did that to Zach. Okay? So, I don't see why the rat's so hard for Cameron. Because she ain't got nothing good to say about him. Because honestly, I feel like the only reason why the girls all of a sudden got something good to say about Zach is because he got money now. Because he got money now. And he done moved on with Fatima. That's the way I look at it. Because it's mighty funny. They don't have the same look at him. They don't have the same outlook towards him now since he's with Fatima. Andi rooting him on. Andi rooting Fatima on for being with Zach. And I understand that Zach haven't put Fatima through the shit that he put Karen through, so I can understand why Andi wasn't rooting him and Karen on. But I can't understand why you over there rooting him and Fatima on when you barely even know their relationship like that. You don't know if Fatima's being naive just as well as Karen was being naive. You don't know if Zach really still out here doing what he doing. And he just good at hiding it the same way he was with Karen. Now all of a sudden you trust him? You ain't trust him when he was with Karen, Andi. Now all of a sudden because he got some money in his pocket. Zach is a pretty alright guy. Ain't nobody got nothing bad to say about him. Nobody but Karen. Okay. So, moving right along, I feel like that's what got Karen irritated with Andi, simply because, like, you still dealing with this dude, and I let my piece of shit dude go, all because, you know, for one, she wanted to let him go. But at the same time, the sisters was encouraging her to move on. Instead of stay and work her shit out. Like she been doing. Hell, she been letting Zach cheat. Shit. What's the uproar for now? You been letting them slide with it, Karen. Now all of a sudden you let these girls talk you into demolishing your 3-year relationship on some things that it could have been worked out, maybe it couldn't. Some people can get past cheating, some people can't. Clearly Karen is a person that can, because she done let Zach cheat on her before and before and before. She done let this become a pattern before she finally left. So she's a person that can deal with it. And I don't want y'all to get me wrong, because the way I be talking, I know y'all probably think that I'm saying that it's okay for her to deal with cheating. Just get back with that dude and work things out if y'all don't. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just looking at it from the facts and I'm calling it out from the facts. That's it. Not saying I agree with it. So don't get me wrong. I'm just telling it the way I see it. That's it. And the way I see it is, if you was gonna let this dude play all over you at first, what make you so eager to leave now and move on and go do better and want better out of a man? What make you so eager to leave now? What make you not want to work your relationship out now all of a sudden? Because that kept coming back, trying to work it out. Karen wasn't trying to hear it. She kept on moving on with Aaron until Zach moved on with Fatima. That's when she started reneging. Because reality started hitting then. And she seen him with somebody else and she didn't like that. Same way he did. But yeah. That she have allowed him to do that to her in patterns of times. And she didn't leave. So what make the difference now? Simply because how I feel what made the difference is because her girlfriends was encouraging her this time. They was encouraging her this time. And then not only that, Aaron came and distracted the whole situation as well. So gave her a little sample of what a good man's supposed to feel like. And that's when she felt like, okay, I can do this. I can really move on. And so when she did that, and she expected Andi to do the same. But Andi didn't. Andi reneged. And Andi went back to her ain't shit ass dude. And so now Karen's standing in the penthouse like, really? This what we doing? Really? When I thought we were supposed to be empowering one another. I thought we were supposed to be setting examples for one another, encouraging one another. And this is what we doing. You over here making sure Gary comfortable with your coochie. You keeping him comfortable with that coochie just so you can keep the penthouse. So right now, Karen, she letting Andi have it, basically. And then we see Fatima and Zach, they sitting down with Heather. I already talked about that in my previous review. So y'all can just go back and watch that if y'all would like. But I feel like when she said, don't be combative, I feel like she's talking to Heather. Because remember, they scheduled the appointment for her to come over to the house and then they can talk about the baby and all of that with the child support. Yeah. So Preston is asking Danny to marry him. And y'all figured that. I figured that was going to happen because on the last episode before last, we seen Danny pull out that ring out of his pocket. Now, it could have been the ring for the girl, Suzanne, or whoever she was, that was waiting on him back home. It could have been for her, but I just didn't feel like it was. I felt like that ring was for Danny. I felt like it probably ain't even no Suzanne really back at home. He was just trying Danny to see what her mind was. Which, either way, is whack to me. So, I ain't giving Preston no cool points on that. Don't get me wrong about that. But I do feel like that's what he was doing it for. So, now, y'all, Andi study trying to keep Gary calm with that coochie. On the line with him talking about, oh, you better be ready when you get here. And he punching the gas. Okay? Speeding in the fast lane, pedal to the floor, man, trying to get back to his love. Okay? Trying to get to his busted baby. Shout out to Plies. So, I'm guessing Andi didn't go straight home after she got off the phone with Gary. Because, and I'm guessing that she must have told him that he can go ahead and head to the house and let the doorman send him up like the last time. Andi, you didn't learn your lesson? from when he had Rodney sitting on your other couch? You gonna let Gary come back in there when you not home. So I guess Gary just welcome at all times, okay? So he's in the penthouse whenever Danny done popped in and she got caught by surprise with Gary's pecker once again for the second time. Y'all, Danny stayed catching a D in her face. She stayed catching a D in her face. Because when Zach was living with her and he was prancing around with a tie wrapped around his waist and Danny, she done seen it all. So now we get into the second part of the picture.
I'm waiting for you. All these pictures and
So y'all, Gary, soon as the elevator door came open, Gary standing there with a tie wrapped around his waist. Talking about, I've been waiting for you. Been waiting for who? I don't think you was waiting on that one. So y'all, I wonder what Andi at and why the hell Gary in there by himself once again. Like, Andi, she just don't ever learn her lesson. That's why I say I never really see growth in none of these girls. And honestly, I'm surprised that I'm starting to see growth in Karen. It seems like she's starting to let go. I know that nobody else see it. Especially not the Fatima fans, and I'm done trying to make y'all see it. But I feel like she's trying to let go of what she pictured it being, or what she wanted it to be. And she's kind of ready to go with the flow of things. Go with the flow of life. That's the energy I'm picking up from her these days, from the last couple of episodes. I'm going to say ever since the letter, which I've already stated that I don't think it was the letters that helped her process. I really think it was the visit. And seeing that shit in clear sight. Seeing the fact that this man done really moved on. He done really moved on. So at this point, I gotta let go of hope. At this point, I don't have no choice. Even if I don't want to be with Aaron. Even if I just want to be by myself, I have to move on from this. And I think that's when she finally processed it. And that's what she's starting to do. I think that Karen has inhaled a breath of fresh air. And she's ready to exhale and let it go. That's just the way I see it. That's the energy I'm picking up off of her. And so, yeah, that's all for this second part of the preview. And y'all can hop down in the comments and we can talk about it down below if you like. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Taylor. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good day. Peace.